Every adult out there needs to understand something. Young people need to be inspired by them first and foremost. They need to be watching someone with heroic virtue and going, wow, why is my grandfather, why is my father, why is my mother, why is my grandmother so servant-hearted? Why is my grandfather so courageous? Why is my mother so kind with her sensitivity towards people's sufferings and what they're going through? So young people need to see a protagonist in action. It's like a movie, right? What if you said, Rocky Balboa is my cousin? Rocky Balboa is my uncle. What if you said, right, Denzel Washington, who played Coach Boone and Remember the Titans, right? You said, oh man, you know who that is? That's my daddy. Yeah, he's my daddy, right? You see, every single person wants a protagonist in their life. Well, we need to be that person that they see our witness and our example and are inspired by it. So know that that's what matters first. Second, what matters is we need to tap into the protagonist and the hero inside every young person that we come in contact with. So we need to look at them and see them for the hero they are. For the person to go, you know who I see? It's kind of like what I did with my son Dominic. I give him blessings before bed. And when I gave Dominic a blessing one day, I asked him the question, who are you? And when he was little, he would forget the name he was. Because when they're little, I gave him spiritual names when they were in the womb. And his spiritual name is Dominic, who are you? And it's the hopeful encourager. So I go up to Dominic, I'm like, I'm going to give you a blessing. But before I give him a blessing, I go, who are you? And he looks at me and he goes, Superman. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But what was happening in that moment is, I hope he was seeing that I was pulling the protagonist, pulling the hero, the superhero out of him. And he believed his dad thought so good of him. I hope that's what was happening. Or he just forgot that he was the hopeful encourager and he said he was Superman, all right? Because he was 3 years old. But I think that's the second thing we need to do. We have to pull that hero out of every kid. We can do that through a letter, by writing him a letter and speaking that truth. Remember who you are. You're my grandson. You're my son. You're my granddaughter. You're my sister, you're my friend, you're my brother. Whoever's younger than us, we write to them, we speak to them in a way that pulls that hero out of them, and then they can see that. And then lastly, we have to show our kryptonite. You know, to be able to help young people, they have to see that it is hard for you. They have to see, like, yesterday I failed miserably. I just really have to admit this. I just wasn't the best dad. I wasn't the best husband. And I wasn't the best hero. You know, I was like, oh man, this is so hard. This is such a struggle. I was like down in the dumps. You know, I was like, man, how am I going to do this? I don't know if I could do it. I was really getting, I was getting into belly button land, looking down, like just struggling. I went up to my daughter before I went to bed and I said, hey, Catherine, I just want you to know, I'm sorry if I discouraged you or anyone today. I was just having a down day. And she said, Dad, that's all right. I hope that she doesn't accept that, my imperfections. But what I do hope she knows, it's okay to have kryptonite. It's okay to have a down day and not be joyful and not be as kind as you should be. And I want to let you know, when young people see that and we can show them that, I promise you, they will inspire to be the hero they always wanted to be. Because the one thing I know about my family is that I'm their hero. But I'm going to point them to the real hero, Jesus, who's the perfect hero, And then I'm going to point to my kryptonite and say, every hero has kryptonite. And I need to do better, even though I know you're a hero too. And you're going to make a difference. So that's how you can help young people, you know, in those 3 ways. Be a witness, pull the hero out of them, and show them your kryptonite.